Mike V World. All right.
Now he is.
Never heard of this guy?
Oh no, I messed up. We
Never heard of this guy.
He is the analyst for 8-bit. Caitlyn, first ban. They're gonna look to pinch that AD pool, wisely knowing that Astora plays out of shock, and they don't want to deal with Cassiopeia anymore.
Zero fan. Wow. Okay. Darius. All right. From that game 1. Don't want cursed on that. Yeah. Especially after game 1. He murdered Gragas in lane. Good ban for Zach. He did a lot that game. He was already just really took control. And the Janna. Good ban for the Janna. But we got Zakatura on the Tristana again.
Yeah, the Xayah pick did not quite work out, so.
Yeah, he couldn't push down towers. But we do have the Xayah on Shock.
Yeah, so Xayah Rakan. Powerful.
Wow, all right. There we go. Good matchup. We'll see what Sintart. Is it Sintart or Sintart?
I don't know. He's a sinful tart, that one. I tell you.
Probably going to pick it, yeah.
Alistar.
That's a very good pick.
Cho'Gath and Maokai are both up, though it didn't quite work out for 8-bit last time. Also, we have Mike V World. We don't quite know what his champion pool is just yet.
Anivia. All right. Safe.
Anivia for who? Mike V World?
Yes.
Yep, that's going to provide a counter pick for Tweak, who seems to be their most consistent carry in these games. Though the Ahri wasn't quite the best in the world, that being said.
Yeah. I just didn't have any damage on the Ahri. Cassio, you get a couple items and she does a massive amount of damage. And as you saw, did some work last game. Gragas. Again. We'll see if they take that into the jungle or top.
Yeah, Evil Zara could look. That's a flex pick right there. Alrighty. So what gets banned? More ADCs? We'll see. Maokai, and I don't know that. If I were Astora, let them take the Cho'Gath or the Maokai. They know they have the answer with that Trundle pick.
Yeah.
If I'm Astora, I'm like, do it.
If this is Gragas top, I think we might see Curse Nightlock on
Pantheon banned away.
On maybe a Renekton or something.
Interesting ban on the Pantheon. Maybe try and put young Narwhal in an uncomfortable position. You know what I should have done before we started casting? Rammus, respect ban on Prime X. Just to provide context, this is a best of 3 series. The winner moves on to semifinals. The loser of this series is out of Season 2 Phoenix League, Sweet Generis, Reformed Tempest League.
That is a very long name.
So, this is it. This is a best of 1 between these two teams right now. Let's see what they pick here. Ahri again for Tweak. Blind. Not blind pick. Going into Anivia. Do they? They're hovering. Galio. So a Galio for young Narwhal. I would be very surprised if they put that on Tweak.
No, it's a flex.
Tweak's too much of a potent carry for them, though. I'd be very surprised if they did that.
He does play Galio, though. I think they might pick another.
Olaf for Primex, a man after my own heart.
Ooh, the Kane. All right. Should be interesting. Kane.
A Kane.
And Olaf.
Jungle. And
Ooh,
Olaf
that's
top. Olaf
that
into
might
the
be-
Galio. I don't know how that matchup goes.
You know, actually, that might be a flex. I've seen Kane top. I've seen it work. Olaf may be going in the jungle, but I don't think that's it. I think it's there.
Trundle again. Is this a Galio mid into Anivia? They're putting everything into the shuck basket.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good thing. I mean,
But I mean, I don't know if Xayah has the damage here.
No,
They're looking,
I think
I mean, maybe with a Tristana or a Vayne here would have also been really good.
yeah, or a Twitch. Twitch would have been really good here.
Yeah, but I mean, this team comp's just gonna fall off.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Trundle late game is pretty massive too. But they really need to win by mid game. That needs to happen. Olaf against Trundle, I think Olaf wins that matchup. It's gonna be a close one. But putting Cursed on a good carry top laner like Olaf, if he gets like 2 items, he's good. What is it? Black Cleaver, and then probably something tanky item like Spirit Visage.
Things are happening in your background, my dude.
I'm so sorry. Anivia pick's really interesting. Anivia Galio. I think this is just going to be a farm matchup. Anivia is pretty safe.
They're gonna be. They're gonna have to be making plays around bot. Galio's gonna be rushing Abyssal Mask for sure.
Yeah,
Kane could be shut down. A shutdown Kane is almost useless in team play.
Yes, they need to pressure Kane, or be pressured by him. I think he's still going to look to try and snowball Olaf and probably Tristana. I mean, this is a pretty good matchup 2v2 here down on the bot lane. It's pretty even. If Rakan plays it right, I think Rakan and Xayah win this one. But if they snowball Olaf, I think that will be the key factor here. Kane and Olaf need to be working together right now, because Anivia is just going to farm it up in the middle lane pretty easily against Galio. If Galio can land some poke, get him out of lane, I think that'd be really good. But it looks like they're both going TP, so we have double TP on both sides. I've got good eyes, I can see that. And yeah, Gragas needs. It's gonna be hard for him, but he needs to be mirroring Kane and really getting off those counter ganks. That's what needs to happen in this game. Counter ganks are gonna be key for Evil Zara. Make sure Olaf doesn't get fed. Because a fed Olaf is not fun to play against. Not at all. Because then you can't stop the split push. He'll just dive you under tower with his superior sustain. I mean, Trundle has pretty good sustain as well. So we'll see. Team fight wise, I mean,
team fight's good. The CC's there. I don't know. I've always felt weird. I know Xayah can carry late game, but I'm never confident in it.
Well, the thing is Anivia has so much map control. I think that's what they're gonna have to play off of. Splitting Xayah away from being the damage. I think that's gonna be key here in team fights for at least 8-foot standpoint, is to separate Chuck from the battle until they can really take out Trundle, take out Galio, and then that's it. So,
well, here we are, loading on into game 3. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. let's pull these out a little bit so they don't interfere with you guys seeing things. Alrighty. In it to win it. Who do you think's gonna win? Give me your bold prediction right now. What's gonna happen this game? Bold prediction. Not necessarily who's gonna win. Just a bold.
From champs list?
Yeah, just go for it right now.
8-bit.
8-bit.
Yeah.
Well,
They got the better team comp.
Give me your bold prediction though. What's gonna happen this game? Something that's going to happen this game.
Anivia triple kill.
An Anivia triple kill. That's not that bold.
Fight.
I think young Narwhal's gonna take it to Cursed Nightlock again. Because I'm thinking if they win that top lane, that's a 1-4 that you're very 1-3-1. Sorry, with the Galio 1-3-1. You're very confident in on the side of Astora, but this is gonna take a big snowball out of bot lane to bring home. Setting up for the invade. Chat, let us know who you want to win. Who you think's gonna win, 8-bit or Astora. They spot out Prime X. Take him to half health, but he's gonna be able to back unless they look to stop him. Anivia stun hits the Overjoe. So they got the wards in. Good invade to get vision. They will know exactly where Prime X is starting.
Good pressure. Good, knowing where Kane is key to Gragas clear.
Look at that vision.
Yeah, that's...
Poor wards in the bot jungle. They know exactly what's going on. There he is. The pings are out. Prime X has been starting on the red buff.
They
could have done a super leash here and get a quick level 3 on him if they wanted. Cancel that auto.
You might see a seesaw here coming from Astora.
A seesaw?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, with the jungling?
Yeah, the seesaw strat, you know?
Never heard that before.
Let's see. Trundle will go to ward the top side. Trundle
he has to push in
Gragas.
first. And Kane just went buff. Kane's going buff to buff. Curious what he's planning on doing with that here. Maybe he thought Gragas was taking that blue buff with all that early vision they earned. Stun. E. What is the name of that ability? Frostbite. No, that's Crystal. Yeah, Frostbite. Overjoe gets the W. Interrupts the Alistar headbutt. Still not much damage. Alright. Young Narwhal and Cursed Nightlock are dueling it out in the top lane. Gragas has went buff. Raptor's buff. Kane's going buff. Grump.
Buffs. Scuttle.
Am I?
Scuttle around. On his Raptors now?
We may...
They're gonna meet there, yeah.
Here it comes. Gragas and Kane battling it out for a few Raptors. There is a smite on Evil Zara. No smite for Kane. Did Gragas get it? I think so. Stun lands, but Tweak did have his taunt channel. Kane's looking a bit bot. Gragas knows it's coming. Evil Zara is looking for Prime X there. Meanwhile, top lane, Cursed Nightlock and Young Narwhal are going at it a little bit. Or at least they're walking like they're going at it.
Nightlock
Gragas
wins
is
this
sitting
early.
here bot. Wasted a bit of his time.
Looking for the counter game.
But Kane's just not there, and he goes back.
Kane's farming. You got a bit of a lead on Gragas right now.
Ooh, get him with the Anivia auto. Ooh, bop him. Ooh, hit him with the autos. That's what I like to see, Mike V World. Ooh, I like it.
Not much going on. Not much going on here early game, but should see some. Oh, Galio going to ward.
Spot out Kane. He's on top side. Gives the bot lane the opportunity. Zakatura taking so much damage there. There's Zintar going in on Overjoe and Shuck, but a little bit too little too late. Mike V World's getting chunked by Tweak here.
See what I mean by the seesaw? Getting vision on Kane is so important for Gragas, because then it's all about counter ganks. It's not about ganking with Gragas. It's all about counter gank. Knowing where your enemy jungler is.
Backing in this Tribush. Young Narwhal starting to take a little bit of control in this lane. Kane is there onto Evil Zara. It's a 1v1, but here's Young Narwhal. He doesn't have Q. There's the Q. TP coming out of Galio. Flash burned by Prime X. No pillar out of Young Narwhal. Probably used it to chase down Cursed Nightlock. TP wasted a little bit by Tweak, trying to think they could get a kill there. It's a flash for teleport.
But this sets up a lot of pressure top and bottom, because then they know Kane is going back.
Yeah, that is a big, sizable CS lead, about 15 for Shuck.
Keeping this Tristana down early is going to be pretty big for Xayah. You know, give her some time to come online with all her items. She needs probably about 3 items to come, to start doing some real damage.
Ooh. Hit him! See, Trundle doesn't auto-attack, he bops.
Oh yeah.
That's
Bop.
Bop, 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 bop. And when he has that W going, bop, 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 bop. I love it. I love Trundle.
Better than a boot.
Alrighty. Stops the back. Galio, they're tracking this Kane super hard. Galio does get out after dropping the ward. Alistar interrupting the lover's back. Rude. Imo.
You're both pretty low on mana there.
Cursed Nightlock is still getting forced out, but he's still getting his CS. Young Narwhal not taking advantage, or neither is Evil Zara coming up to take advantage of this very low OWA. Galio does have Catalyst completed. Tier is on the Anivia. No mana for Mike V World, gets forced out a little bit.
Good trade. They're really looking for that root.
Again, just more trades.
This is really good. They're causing a lot of pressure, Astora, on the map, and stopping backs. That's going to be crucial for Gragas to get his items, get online, start farming up, start out farming.
I'm surprised to see him not gank this bot lane. They have put everything in the Shuck basket here.
They do have really good vision in the enemy jungle though. That's the key. Getting that seesaw off, making sure you have vision in both sides of the jungle, and keeping that vision on Kane.
And all this has resulted in a 400 gold lead for them. Alright, guys. For the lane, Anivia pushing in Galio. He's going to pick up the CC. Tweak gets the CC. Mike V World, is he DCing as well? No, he's just waiting for the ult. Evil Zara is here. Evil Zara body slams. Ult Mike V World back into Tweak. Burns the flash. I don't think he necessarily had to. I don't know if they had the damage to really take him there, but that's a flashless Anivia now with Egg though.
He's gonna play it real safe right now. But just as expected, this is gonna be just a farming mid lane.
Oh, Tweak gets stopped. Has to burn flash because of that wall. No flashes in the mid lane.
Good wall by Mike.
Mike V World.
He's gonna have to. Galio's now gonna have to back.
Sintart's looking. We're losing viewers. Guys, this is game 3. What's going on here? Zakachura takes a lot of damage. Primex is coming on through. Meanwhile, top lane, they're chasing him down, but no follow-through damage. Top lane, Curse Nightlock and Young Narwhal are trading. Ult does go down. Bot lane, great charm out of the Rakan. Evil Zara does not have ult here. Kane is getting chunked out a little bit. He's in deep. Prime X, does he fall? Yes, first blood goes to Zaya. Zaya flashes forward, gets the double kill on Tristana and Kane. Galio is looking down. They might be diving this Alistar bot. Rakan is there. Everyone's looking. Pushing it in. They're going to probably get the dive off here. Sintart knows he'll die. Galio comes in. He gets rooted. And Overjoe gets out. No, but he does get executed. Shuck has to burn heal. He starts tanking there. Not the best dive in the world, but a successful one. 0-3 with first brick gonna go the way of Astora and a 2k gold lead. Oh, teleport coming in from Anivia. I don't think she wants to be there. Taunted. Body Slam does get the stun on Zaya, and she ends up tanking the tower.
Wow.
Misplay. Tweak will fall here too because he burned the flash. Evil Zara is still tunneling in. Tweak falls, but Evil Zara does get the first brick. I don't know if that's worth it though. A 3-0 Anivia there.
What happened there? I called it triple kill Anivia. Didn't I?
Yeah, Zaya tanked. She autos the Anivia first. She gives her damage, so she tanks starts tanking the tower before any of her tanks do. And she falls to the turret there. Wow. So that huge lead that they just earned is now only a 1k lead.
Really bad misplay there. They really needed to back off.
Yeah.
Or take the tower faster.
Well, no, I think they had the right idea. It just happened that Zaya started tanking turrets. She got her damage onto the Anivia before either of her tanks could CC her and start tanking it for her. They had the right idea. Yeah. They just mis-executed horribly.
Yeah, Gragas missed his stun. Missed his body slam. That's why.
Here's Zakatura going in under Shuck. Featherstorm is available. She might have to burn it here. She walks forward. There's the Featherstorm. Holy moly, that's a lot of damage out of Shuck. Does Featherstorm in the wrong way. Gragas is here. Body slam flash available. Gets headbutt pulled by Sintart. We'll see if he goes for it. There's the ult from Rakan. Great ulti to knock Zakatura back. I can expect Alistar to fall here as well. Maybe he's very tanky. Oh, going for Shuck. Doesn't get the combo off, and he is soon to fall. This is going to be a 4-0 Zaya here pretty soon. And there it is. They're playing through the Zaya. Give her the kills.
4-1.
Tweak here getting caught out a little bit. Greedily counter jungling. I don't think he's going to be long for this world. Goodbye. Tweak. I don't know what that E symbol means, but he's dead. Looks like we're going for Dragon on the side of Astora, though. About 500 gold in the lead. Sorry, 1.5k in the lead. I can't read numbers correctly. I'd imagine they're going to start trying to force things mid. Again, yes, he's 12 CS down, but it looks like young Narwhal's. Narwhal's.
He's hanging in there.
Primary goal is to take Cursed Nightlock out of the game. Keep him from being able to teleport and do something against Shuck. That's the entirety of the pick here. Try and push the Olaf there. I'm curious which one's going to win later. I don't know this matchup that well at all, so I couldn't tell you. Olaf wins later.
Yes, I believe. He's already got the
cleaver. Now that's a good Bramble Vest on the Trundle though to stop the healing. There's the ult, slows him down. Shuck is on his way. Meanwhile, mid might be World getting dueled by Tweak. Forces Cursed Nightlock out. That's the thing. He does have the ultimate, and the Bramble Vest will eliminate the W healing from Olaf. And there's the lane swap top. Shuck in the top lane looking to force this top lane tower down. Kane is here. Prime X. Shuck is all alone. Featherstorm goes out. Kane has evolved into Ross. Does get the root. Doesn't have enough damage. She's going to fall here. And that's probably going to be bot tower. Evil Zara can't hold on to this forever. Sintart uses ult to tank it. And Zakatura is going to get the tower. Shouldn't have stayed up that far without your Rakan.
Yeah. That's a big misplay.
Tweak
Nice
is
Shuck.
getting forced out by this 3-0 Anivia. That triple kill really biting him in the butt right now.
Yeah, and he's ahead of CS, as to be expected by Nvidia. They're always going to lead you in CS. As soon as they start getting their ultimate, they just start.
Looks like he's going Roa instead of Abyssal. But those kills and tower propels 8-bit up to a 200 gold
Yeah, I don't know about the Roa from
the Galio. Yeah, maybe trying to get some AP damage that they have to respect in this game. That Q does do a lot of damage. Blue going Evil Zara, a little bit of miscommunication there. Tweak taking this down again. Good use of his W. Gragas, nope, not quite there. Sintart sees an opportunity, forces it onto Tweak and Evil Zara, has to burn the flash on his Galio.
Flash for exhaust. I'll take that.
Here's the force top. This is what we needed to see earlier. With the Rakan, Prime X is out for blood, gets taunted. He's gonna ult here pretty soon. Nope, doesn't need to. Flashes out. Gets to safety, bit of an overstay. Losing control of this game for Astora. Zakatura is here. Let's see how this goes. Righteous Glory is what Overjo's building again as well.
We're gonna be a playmaker.
Evil Zara just trying to clear the minions. Doesn't have ult quite yet. Can't make that outplay under tower. Holding strong top. This is still a team fight away. If they can get Anivia down in one of these fights, if they can keep Shuck alive, he's going to put out a lot of damage. He is still very much... Oh, there's the flash ult! Knock up Franz Zakatura. She is still alive, though. Shuck's having to go back against this Alistar and Olaf. Tristana lives. Shuck will fall here. Might be world earlier on the rotation. No ult from Galio for some reason. There's no damage in this fight. This is 3 tanks versus a lot of damage here. They're not... This is
double stun.
Yep, double stun. Overjoe gonna get chased down. I don't know. Tweak mustn't have been in range to ult the Shuck because this, and Young Narwhal's here a little bit late as well. Will get the kill onto Alistar. Galio is dead. Young Narwhal could get Cursed Nightlock. Does find the double kill, triple kill for this Olaf. Turns everything around. 3 for 3. Young Narwhal keeping his team in the game after those misplays.
Wow. Good turnaround.
I mean,
Job
that's...
by Trundle.
That's... Yeah, like, that's a... I don't know why Tristana and Olaf walked back in, but Young Narwhal saving the day there. That could have gone incredibly poorly. It already did go incredibly poorly. Galio was not in range for the ult onto Zaya, and they just punished her for it. Rakan, they almost pop Zakatura, but Shuck gets zoned out by the Olaf and Alistar.
Yeah, Zaya had a really good ult, but, you know, with it's a root, so it doesn't CC an ulting Olaf. So he was able to just get up in her face and start doing some damage. And that's the power of the Olaf against this lineup. You can't really CC him while he's in that ult. Especially,
wave clear. He'll survive this. In fact, Shuck's just ignoring him. He's just trying to get damage onto that tower. Looks like we're setting up for another big fight. There are no ultimates available. No Featherstorm. Overjoe does have his. Young Narwhal and Tweak are pushing up mid. Prime's farming. Prime is here mid. Young Narwhal taking a lot of damage. Does not have flash. That good wall, but he does get out. I don't know if Zakatura can hold up against Shuck up there.
They're pretty even on CS, and Tristana has her shiv, static shiv. So
they're going on to this Galio. Knockup does land, but it's still a tank Galio. Evil Zara is here. I mean, you can't fight without your Zaya right now if you're on the side of Astora.
No, you just gotta wave clear.
Iceborne Gauntlet for the Trundle, and he then built Phage. He's got a Sheen at him. That's he's gonna go Cleaver on this Trundle.
He did last game. Worked out pretty well.
Really?
Yes.
Now this is a bit greedy. They do not have their Zaya. Zaya does not have teleport. That's not what you build. Evil Zara gets CC'd and tanked out. Good ult to disengage, but Evil Zara will fall, so no, he flashes out. Galio is on top of them. Young Narwhal's in the middle of the fight, but he will get shut down. Overjoe is next. Stun, Lance, knockup, gets killed. Now Shuck is here, but all his takes are gone. 2-4 currently 4-8, but Featherstorm falls down. Shuck is trying to kite it out, doesn't have the damage. Like we said, Astora cannot afford to team fight without Shuck. Period.
Just came in one. Nope.
You have no damage without your AD carry. So here we are 20 minutes into the game, 2K up for 8-bit. Tweak actually chunks pretty hard, but they're going to lose this mid tower as well. That's going to make it a still 2K gold lead. This is kind of what we saw in game 1. Astora is, they've made a clear win condition on their team comp, play through Shuck, but they're not quite doing it. They're looking for fights, get themselves in a position where they're trying to fight without Shuck.
I bet you they thought, young Narwhal is pretty big right now, but they just focused him down in that team fight. Took him out early.
Narwhal's looking to chase down Cintard. Cintard doesn't have much mana. Looking for the Iceborne proc. Gives up. Excuse me. All the while, Tristana's gonna scale. There is a clock on this game. You have if I'm Astora, kill the bird. Bird is the word. Kill the bird. Yep. Forget Tristana. She does nothing right now, especially with your tanks. And you just have to keep Shuck alive from this Olaf. And he's going to have to get some lifesteal or something pretty soon so he can stay alive. This is a 4-1-3 barbarian running at him.
And he's got ult up, so...
Yep.
Olaf probably looking to dive here, maybe?
Oh, it is a 4-man dive. They can only do so much. Here comes the Galio. Featherstorm is still available. Shuck is holding on to it, looking to kite out Cursed Nightlock, and Olaf is going to be off on this Olaf. It is off now. This could be the fight. 3-man pull. TP coming in. Here comes Young Narwhal on the flank. Going in, diving onto Shuck. Cursed Nightlock's trying. Featherstorm goes out. Tristana is autoing onto this tank line. Shuck is trying to kite. He does have Prime X he's dealing with. Gets the root. They're peeling as best they can. Can they get it? The fight is turning. It's still... Never mind. I thought it was. It is 3-0 on the side of 8-bit. 5-0. 4-0. Clean 4-0. And they're going to get this top tower. Probably this inhib as well. Good team fight from 8-bit.
Very good team fight.
This eye just doesn't do the damage for this composition.
Not yet. She did, but then they decided to fight.
But they're just too tanky now. And she lived for so long. It's just, they just couldn't do much. They're looking to get some kills on the chase back here.
But Anivia Wall, just engaging from the fight.
They're still going. Overjoe's looking. Prime X gets the knock-up. Narwhal's looking for it. Flash does knock up Anivia. Mike V World is CC'd up. Cintard's being chased down. A lot of particles. Tweak on the flank. Gets the 3-man stun. 3-man top. My apologies. Evil Zara goes on to Mike V World. They're looking for it. It is currently a 2-0. Mike V World will fall here. They're going to... Does he? Stun lands. Gets the shutdown. They're going for the Baron.
Good fight. Good
This is when you talk.
So, that was a good
overstay. I guess they just got chased down by this Recon pick.
Yeah. They did. Well, I don't think they overstayed. I think they just... There is so much mobility on the side of Astora.
Mm-hmm.
With the Trundle. Reducing that CC, it doesn't really stop I mean, you just walk through the Nivea ult. Reduces that slow so much. And then Rakan is just so mobile, knocking people up. He got 2 good knockups during that fight, and they were able to follow through.
I don't know why Trundle's not building MR. Sorry, keep going.
Doesn't really need to. Anivia doesn't do too much damage right now to him, and plus he can just steal.
True. Steal the stats.
Yeah, steal the stats. But as far as you'll probably see him have some sort of MR item coming out soon.
Kane's looking. Gragas trying to get out. Evil Zara, don't lose your Baron. Does escape. So this Baron's just to hold, honestly. They're not going to really get much for it. They're just trying to hold so they can get the next team fight.
Yeah.
He does get walled off. Tweak, he's getting CC'd up. He's so tanky, though. There's the Gargoyle Stone Plate. Ults doesn't get anyone back in deeper under tower. And Tweak still almost falls. That's like 1 HP on that Galio. Wait.
Yeah, they need to wait for the Galio.
Literally 43 HP.
Wow.
But he does have ult. Young Narwhal and Cursed Nightlock. So this tower does fall here. Evil Czar is looking for the pick on a Mike B. Wall. Gets interrupted by a knockup. Overjoe goes in, charms everyone here. There's the Galley ult onto the backline. Shuck is being zoned though. Zakatura does fall, but Shuck is free firing on the backline. Anivia takes out Galio. Here comes Cursed Nightlock. Young Narwhal's dueling him in the banana bush. Sintart's looking for the pull. Once that headbutt pulled, Anivia's on the side taking out Xayah and Rakan. They're peeling for the Xayah so well, they can't get to her. This is the way what we were talking about with these 4 tanks. Keep Xayah alive, and they're going to look at this Infernal Drake. No jungler for either team. Overjoe and Cursed Nightlock will probably be looking for a 2v3 here. Knockup lands onto Overjoe. The Rakan gets out. Galio's coming in. Shuck is kiting here. Galio goes in. 2-man knockup. Going to be followed up by a 2-man stun. Great CC chain. Mike V. World is getting chased. Does the wall to get out. And this is probably this drag. Great knockup. Taunt.
Wow.
Mike V. World will lose Egg here. He's going to fall here. Good team fight from Astora. Shuck is showing up, but it's really the work of this tank line of his.
Oh yeah, the Tweak is playing beautifully on Galio right now, getting 3-man, 4-man taunts.
I mean, they're set up by Overjoe as well. Can't forget that.
Oh yeah, Overjoe on this Rakan, he's getting 5-man ults, just CCing that line for Xayah to just pump out damage. And then young Narwhal is keeping back in that last fight. He kept keeping Cursed
Prime X and Cursed Nightlock just occupied.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sintart.
Well, it wasn't. No, it was more about keeping the Olaf off of Xayah, because Olaf is probably Olaf and Kane are the only ones that can get back to Xayah. And
it's like we said about last game. Young Narwhal's job is to keep Cursed Nightlock away. He's trying to make this game a 4v4.
And he did that beautifully last time with
He made it a 4v3.
Pretty much.
Our Cruise, this is the Phoenix League tournament. It evolved out of the Sui Generis League. This is our quarterfinals match, best of 3. This is game 3. Here we go. Galio's taunting. Got to keep waiting for Shuck to come in. Overjoe comes in. Galio, Gragas ult for the disengage. Tweak will probably fall here. Misses the flash, but there's the 4-man ult. Galio ult doesn't follow through. Overjoe be able to use the E, gets out 1-0. Kane goes in. Primex might fall here. Gets rooted, gets stopped, flashes away. Sintart goes in with the 3-man knockup.
Tristana.
They're kiting them out. Tristana is caught in this choke point created by the Anivia, and the Shuck is just popping off in this choke point. Good night. They're trying to chase him down. There was just too much damage, but Cursed Nightlock does finish the job. Mike v. World, it's more like Mike v2 right now. Can't get into the fights, kills his own team. Sets him up for Tristana to just be blocked in and Shuck got his damage off. 3 for 3.
Yeah, I think it was good of Curse Nightlock to get at the very end of there to get down to Zaya. I mean, that's his main job. Kane, and that was really good of him, but it was way too late. You know, they already
the damage is done. Tristana's dead.
Yeah, Tristana, the big misplay jumping in there, and I believe Anivia just walled her in.
Yeah, that's what happened. It was, and that's why Shuck got the pop off. Oh. But young Narwhal will get this tower. R-Cruz, I do not understand the question about what time young Narwhal is in. But, what team? Sorry, that's what you probably meant. Astora. Young Narwhal, that squad is Astora. The other squad is 8-Bit. This is the quarterfinals, a best of 3 quarterfinals, game 3. Winner of this moves on to semifinals. The loser has to recollect themselves for a couple weeks to see what they could have done better. Lot on the line, lot on the back of Shuck here. Tristana's going in on young Narwhal. He does ult. So much damage. The ult's going to kill Zakatura. Solo kill. I don't know if Overjoe needed to ult there. Mike V rolls on Shuck, though, and he will fall. ADC for ADC, but one team has only an ADC for damage.
I don't know. Young Narwhal is becoming a damage threat now. He's got his...
currently 1-for-1. 6 towers to 2 in favor of 8-Bit with a 200 gold lead. And that is now 7 towers to 2. All these towers, that's really what's hurting on the side. That's a banner of command on that Alistar. That's what's really hurting on the side of Astora. Wow. Is all this gold on the map they have not been able to gain. Wait.
Interesting banner of command, actually.
Yeah.
Probably gonna get the 4.
There's Sintart's going in. Anivia's here as well. They don't have the damage, and they know it. Overjoe's looking to get out. They just need to live long enough for Shuck to get here. They can't do anything without their Zaya. Shuck is here to save the day.
I think with the banner command, I think that's gonna set up a good 4-1 right now with the banner command minion.
Oh, they're chasing on. They got the pick on Evil Czar. Galio has to use ult, and it's not. Shuck is blocked in by this wall, but they're not taking advantage of it. Shuck does get healed. Featherstorm is available. The backline's taking a beating. Overjoe is down, but so is Tristana. Shuck is not in this fight. They just gotta keep him busy. Cursed Nightlock keeping Shuck out of the fight. Agnivia is out. Shuck is dying to this Olaf, but the tank line of Astora is doing work on this bird. Primex will fall here as well. That is crazy that 4 tanks can beat an Anivia and Tristana like that. And that's going to be the Baron.
You trade off CCs there. I think that's what it is. You know, with the Galio, you taunt. And, you know, you pretty much take... Or you get young Narwhal in there. And the Gravis.
Yeah, actually, let's get a replay of that fight. I'm backing up. You can tell me if something interesting is happening. Alright, so let's have a look here. So it's set up. I might be too far. Oh, well, here we go. Sintart goes in, tries to pick off Evil Zara. Shuck is zoned out for most of this fight. They could have taken advantage of this right now, but they don't. They're too scared of the Galio ultimate. Then a lot of CC goes in here. And that Q from Galio with the Roa, no MR on the other side. Overjoe will fall here, but he's dropped his CC. His job is done. Young Narwhal comes in and just takes on Zakatura on this flank. That's where the damage is coming, from this Trundle, taking on the 2 carries. Olaf has to turn back and leaves Shuck alive. And it's basically 3 tanks versus 4 right now. Shuck will live here because Olaf is not able to finish off the job. There's the Featherstorm. So it was an excellent flank out of young Narwhal to win that team fight for them. And it looked, I'm bumped up to 33-28.
33-28. All right, we had a solo kill on.
Yeah. I'm at 33-35. Dragon did go the way of 8-Bit. I'm at 33-45. All right, and this tower is most definitely going to fall. So scaling the Zaya into the late game, that AP damage, the magic damage from Galio is doing a bit of work here, and the Trundle just coming in. So it is a 4 tanks, 1 carry composition with the caveat that they have a couple bruisers that can hold their own as well. Shuck, they get a second tower. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Cursed Nightlock and Young Narwhal are going at it. Young Narwhal is 2 levels ahead. There's an ulti, doesn't get much for it from Evil Zara.
Where are you at right now?
34-18.
18.
Young Narwhal looks for the Cursed... quick bite. There's the pillar, trying to take on Cursed Nightlock. Young Narwhal does have ulti. He's continuing the siege mid. So this is a little different than what I was expecting. Oh, here we go. Evil Zara. Cursed Nightlock has to burn ult to get away. Evil Zara gets out well through the tower. That is a tanky Gragas.
That's a really good.
Here comes Galio. Does he have the taunt? Centaur does get Shuck out of the fight, but there is so much damage going on to Zakatura. He has to kite away. Overjoe is going to die here. The wall keeping everyone out of the fight. They are towers deep. 3-man knockup out of the Astora. Featherstorm from Shuck. Does he have the damage? He pops Tristana. He's going to get Olaf here, but he will fall as well, tanking the turret. He knows it. Young Narwhal looking to finish off Centaur. Does he have it? No. Tweak and Evil Zara trying to get away. And they do. That was a tower deep team fight there. Looking for the flank, but just not having enough to complete the kill. Centaur keeping Shuck out of that fight with an early headbutt.
That was really good. Keeping Shuck out of that fight was so that you can get Tristan and Nivea doing damage on the front line. Enough damage to win the fight.
Yeah, and like I said, the goals here is, get Shuck out of the fight and hope we can kill the tanks. And they're getting close to it. The Leandries is done. Sork Boots waiting on the last whisper from Tristana. Otherwise, she won't do much to them.
Yeah. It's coming out soon. She's buying the other item of Last Whisper. What is that item? Giant Slayer. Pretty good. I think maybe the Grievous Wounds. I personally like the Grievous Wounds item, Last Whisper. Especially against this team, because you got Gragas healing up from his passive, and you have Young Narwhal healing up on his ultimate, and that's who's going to be in your face. It's the Gragas, the Trundle.
Our crews, this game is League of Legends. It's a really complicated. There's a lot of stuff to know, but right now it is a very close game. It is a almost a 3,000 gold lead, a little over 3,000 gold lead for Astora. This could go really either way. There's more damage coming out of the tank line of Astora than initially thought as well. And that's really carrying them in these team fights as they take out Zakatura and Mike V World.
It's the Trundle. He's doing work on the back line.
And Mike V World is 9-2-9, and that Void Staff will help out a ton in these fights.
Yeah, 3-9-7 on Tristana. She's really haven't done anything this fight.
Yeah, but she does have. Didn't go Last Whisper. She went to the Giant Slayer.
Yeah. I mean, let's see what it does.
I mean, it does the percent health. I mean, it's the armor that's causing her issues, not necessarily the fact they have more health than you.
Yeah, I think the Grievous Wounds, Last Whisper would have been a better pickup.
Especially with Trundle Ultimate and Gragas passive like you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna make them looking to collapse onto Cursed Nightlock. They don't quite know it yet. This is the site of the crime from the last tower dive. Let's see what happens. Shuck doing damage to the tower, trying to get out. Here comes Tweak. Maybe they're going on to Centaur. Centaur uses his ulti. Overjoe is stunned. Ult. Peeling for Shuck. Galio's on the backline, but he's trying to ult out. If they can keep Shuck alive here, this fight is winnable. Shuck does live. They take out the Olaf. Stun does not land. Ult does nothing for Gragas' side. Sold them down just a little bit, but they will get a tower for the pick onto Cursed Nightlock.
It's exactly what they needed to do. They needed to feel for Zaya, just like that.
Oh, they do get Mike V World. Mike V World is knocked up, but Shuck is walled off. They do not have the damage to sustain this fight. Stone plates are being popped everywhere. Mike World's super low. Shuck is autoing onto this tower. Goes away. Sintart, super low. Does not fall just yet. Tweak goes in a little aggressive. Gets popped by Tristana. 4v4, but Shuck, Trundle has to back. Young Narwhal has to respond to that wave in the top lane. 3v3 here. Shuck is being engaged on. Kane goes on to him. Good knockup by Overjoe to zone off the backline, but Prime X does finish it off. Shuck will fall here. It is 3-0 on the 3-1 on the backside of this fight. 4-2 overall.
These walls from Anivia are keeping them in this game.
Yeah, but this
like, the map control, the terrain control that's coming out from Anivia is really good. Blocking out the carry, blocking out Tweak, blocking out Shook.
Yep, and Young Narwhal had to back. I don't know if they should have played that aggressively up there. I mean, these walls from Mike V World are carrying them, and that's an Elder Dragon probably rotating into a bear, and they have the time.
That was 4 kills from Tristana.
She is in the game, for sure.
Wow.
No, they're backing. They're not going for the Baron here. Interesting. But how long does Elder Dragon last again? 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So about 2 minutes 15, 2 minutes-ish left on this Elder Dragon right now. You're going to basically have to concede this Baron here on the side of Astora. There's been great team fighting from both sides here, though. I don't know if Nyquil, you've seen it. It's been an intense game. Oh, Overjoe has to W out, though. Gets out. Just Zakatura's waiting. Getting damaged by this Baron. Zakatura chunk very low.
Wow.
They're just looking to zone him off, wait. I mean, she has no lifesteal besides the Warlords. There's Last Whisper out. Or Dominic's Regards, maybe? Yeah, Lord's Dominic Regards. Tweak is backing. I mean, they're just waiting out this Elder Dragon. But Baron has been started. Yeah. Does Evil Zara? Does he have the smite? He's looking. He gets the smite and he flashes out! Evil Zara keeps his team in the game and the series and the playoffs.
Wow. Oh, man. 8-bits. Wow.
Oh, my gosh. Great play from Evil Zara. Flash totally worth. Now they just have to wait out this Elder Dragon, which is, there's only a quarter left. Do they get the pick onto Tweak? He has to flash out, maybe a little early on the flash. I don't know if you want this fight. They still have Elder Dragon, Astora. They're looking to force something down here. Maybe just to outwave clear them. No Baron minions as of yet. They haven't spawned just yet. They're gonna nope. Tower goes to half health. Elder Dragon is a few seconds away from going off. Evil Zara just kept his team in the game here.
Yeah. Wow.
This is a knife's edge here. One team fight will
42
turn
minutes
like and yeah, if it's an ace and an ADC is up, this game is over. Pushing down mid. They don't quite have the wave clear. Evil Zara looks a little bit. Young Narwhal pushing him down the mid. Like, there's the pillar. Ulti, not enough. Sintart goes in. Overjoe does use his ult. The Alistar is dead. Zakatura gets taken down. Young Narwhal's going hard for this Tristana. Gets ulted away by the buckshot. Cursed Nightlock is low. Prime X goes in trying to get the kills, but he does no damage. He Kane ults. This Anivia wall and ulti is doing work. It's a 4-for-1. Mike V World carrying his team to the finish line. We're going to the semifinals, 8-bit. Woo!
Wow.
That's going to be game. Let's have a quick... That team fight looks so good for Astora. But Mike V World with the epic wall to save the day. Let's have a look on that. This man is subbed in after their mid laner had some connection issues. Let's fast forward to this team fight here. Alrighty, so great pick. They just destroy Sintart. He doesn't even get time to burn his ult. Zakatura is popped. But this wall, notice how the Niveo ult is just burning on this team. It just stays there the entire time. Overjoe will fall here. Shuck taking the team fight. Shuck gets stunned, and he just dies. That's the entirety of the damage for Astora, and this gets all 4 team members into this ultimate. Mike V World, the analyst, having to go for the emergency sub of Team 8-Bit, taking his team to the finish line. And as you can see here, this game is over. What a turnaround. Mike V World. Wow.
Yeah, the wall at the end. The Nivea
I mean,
wall.
he has been burning in that. Oh, it was what really turned it was that stun. He stuns Shuck, and they just destroy him there. If Shuck does not get stunned there, I am confident Astora wins the game. No flame intended. It was Mike, as Mike V World showed us. He is an amazing Anivia player, and it was great out of him. Great play. Evil Zara with the Baron steal. What a game. Alrighty, well, I would love to take some interviews, but I am casting a game in like 18 minutes, so I gotta take a quick break. I need to get dinner, but yeah, 8-Bits takes the game, takes the series against Astora, gets their way into the semifinals.
Holy moly, what a game. Good Anivia. MVP right there, Mike V World.
Just in that one game, but you know, the Kane pick didn't do too much. He was just kind of a nuisance in the team fights. Great team fighting on both sides. Astora knew the way to win, eventually figured out the way to win keep the Tristana alive. But yeah, we'll be back in about 17 minutes. I'm sorry, no interviews today, as we are quickly moving into our next games. But thank you for joining us. We'll see you shortly.